Hello boys and girls, welcome to this presentation. In this presentation, we're going to talk about Unit 6, Lesson 4. What's my job? Question A. Read and discuss these instructions for playing games. As you can see here, we have Game A, Game B, and Game C. Let's talk about Game A. Game A, we have two students together. They have to work in pairs. Student 1 thinks of a job, but don't tell anyone what is it. Student B, ask your partner up to 5 questions to try to find out what the job is. As you can see here, these two students, this one is thinking about a job, and then the other one is asking him questions, up to 5 questions about that job. For example, he said, "Do you help people?" He said, "Yes." He asked him, "You're a doctor?" He said, "No." Wrong. So this is Game A. One thinks about a job, the other one asks questions. Let's look at Game B. In Game B, same thing, we have two students. Student 1, write the name of a job on a piece of paper and put it on your partner's back. Student 2, ask questions to try to find out what the job is. So, we will put the paper on the back of the student, and the same student will ask questions to the other one. For example, she said, "Do I work at night?" She said, sometimes. "Is my job dangerous?" The other one answered, "Yes." "I'm a firefighter." She said, "Yes, correct." So this is Game B and how it's played. Let's look at Game C. In Game C, the same thing, we have two students. Student 1 think of a job and 5 things you can say about it. Student 2, after each sentence, try to guess what is the job, or what the job is. For example, these two students, the first one thinks of a job, and he will explain the job using 5 sentences. For example, the first sentence, she said, "I work outside." The other one said, "You're a policewoman." And then she replied, "No, I don't wear a uniform." So basically, she's leading her to the answer. This is the idea of Game C, leading to the answer by using other clues. Now let's look at Question B. Listen and answer these questions. Question 1. Which of the 3 games do you hear? Which of the 3 games do you hear? And then which of the jobs in the box do you hear? And then which ones are not in the box? So we're going to listen, and then you're going to answer these questions. You can stop the video to think about it. Listen first, and then answer, and then stop the video, then come back and check. Let's start with the listening part. Now, I will read it. Focus on answering the 3 questions. And here you have the box in which you answer question 2 and 3. So, which of the jobs in the box do you hear, and which ones are not in the box? So focus on the listening, okay? Part 1. We have a teacher and class. And then we will start with the students, okay? "Good morning, class." "Good morning, Miss Hadil. Today you're going to play a game." "Hey!" They were happy about it. "The name of this game is What's My Job? And this is what I want you to do. You'll work in pairs. One of you, student 1, thinks of a job but doesn't tell her partner, okay?" "Yes, Miss Hadil." Student 2 has to try to find out what the job is. Student 2 can ask 5 questions. Only 5, no more. If you can find out the job with 5 questions or fewer, you get a point. If not, nothing, right? You can begin. I'll listen. Student 2. Have you thought of a job? Student 1. Yes. Student 2. Do you work inside? Student 1. Sometimes. Student 2. Do you work in an office? Student 1. No. Student 2. Do you make food for people? Student 1. No. Student 2. Do you help people? Student 1. Yes. Student 2. You're a doctor. Student 1. Wrong. I'm a policewoman. So this is part 1. Let's answer part 1 alone. What do you think the game is in part 1? Very good. The game is A. So part 1, the game is A. Very good. Now, let's listen to part 2. Part 2, teacher and class. Good morning, class. Good morning, Mr. Kareem. Right. Everybody, today I want you to play a game. Hey, they are happy about it. The name of this game is What's My Job? And this is what I want you to do. You'll work in pairs. One of you, student 1, thinks of a job, but don't tell your partner, alright? Yes, Mr. Kareem. Student 2 has to guess what the job is. Student 1 says 5 things about the job, and after each sentence, student 2 makes a guess. Remember, only 5 things, no more. If student 2 can guess the job after hearing just 5 sentences or fewer, he gets a point. If not, nothing, right? You can begin now. I'll listen. Student 1, right, I've thought of a job. Student 2, go on. Student 1, I don't work in an office. Student 2, you're a farmer. Student 1, no. Next thing, I wear a uniform. Student 2, you're an ambulance driver. Student 1, no. Third sentence, I take people to other places. Student 2, you're a bus driver. Student 1, no. I have to speak English. Student 2, you're a taxi driver. Student 1, wrong. Last sentence, I work at the airport. Student 2, you're a pilot, of course. Student 1, correct. Well done. Now it's your turn. End of conversation. Now in part 2, what do you think the game was? Very good. The game was game C. Good job. Now, to answer question 2, which of the jobs in the box do you hear? What jobs did we hear in the conversations? Yeah, which jobs did we hear? So, we heard doctor. Yes, doctor. Let's put a line underneath doctor. Where is it? Doctor, doctor, doctor. Yes, this one. Huh? Or we can use. So we heard doctor. What else? We can strike it out. Yes, like this. Can you do it? Yeah, it's not obvious here. We can insert a shape. Yes. So we heard doctor. What else? What else can you tell me? We heard policewoman. So doctor, policewoman. Huh? Yes. Farmer. Very good. Farmer. Bus driver. Bus driver. What else? And yes, so we heard doctor, as we said, policewoman, good, farmer, bus driver. Where's the bus driver? It's not there. Ah, it's here. And a pilot. Yes, very good, pilot. Number 3, which ones are not in the box? Which ones are not in the box? Very good. We have the ambulance driver and the taxi driver. These two are not in the box. Very good. Now let's move on to question C. In question C, in pairs, choose one of the games and play it. So with your teacher, choose one of the games and play it together. Question D. Now do exercises A to E on page 66 and 67 of the workbook. Let's go and check the workbook. The workbook, Unit 6, Lesson 4. What's my job? First question, question A. Match the descriptions to the jobs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 descriptions and the jobs. Read the descriptions, match them to the jobs, and then come back and check. You can stop the video to do this. Now, let's check. Number 1, I help people work in a hospital. Which one do you think it is? Very good. Doctor. So doctor, number 1. Number 2, my job is dangerous. I wear a uniform. Which one do you think it is? Very good. C, firefighter. Number 3, I wear a uniform. I work outside. Which one do you think it is? Very good. A policewoman or policeman. Number 3. And the last one, I don't work in an office. I work at the airport. So it's a pilot. Good job. Let's move on. Next question. Question B, write the missing letters in these words. As you can see here, we have 6 jobs. You have to fill the gaps. You can stop the video, answer the question, and then come back and check. Now, let's check together. Number 1, we're missing a C and H. C and H, very good, because it's a mechanic. Good job. Now, number 2, what do you think it is? Very good. So it's a bus. Very good. Driver. Very good. Number 3, what's missing? Very good. We have C and H. So architect. Architect. Number 4, we have, very good, office manager. So we have an A here and G, E, and we have the R. Good. So office manager. Number 5, boss. It's not bus. We have another word here. So it's, yes, good. So we have a missing I here. Business. Very good. So here we have E, S. So business. Very good. Here, O, woman. Very good. And the last one we have, very good, engineer. So we have double E's here. Very good. Let's move on to the next question. Question C. Answer these questions with words from exercise B. So they're going to tell you some information and you're going to fill the gaps with a job, taking it from exercise B, this one. So you can stop the video, answer the question, and then come back and check. Now let's check. Question C. Number 1, who wears a uniform? Very good. A bus driver. Number 2, who repairs cars? Good job. A mechanic. Number 3, who builds bridges? Very good. An engineer. Good job. Number 4, who designs buildings? Good job. An architect. Perfect. Architect. Number 5, who is very good at working with money? Good job. A business woman. Good job. The last one, who answers phone calls and sends and receives emails? Good job. An office manager. Very good. Now let's move on to the next question. Question D. Some boys and girls are talking about what they are going to be. Listen and circle the job each person is going to do. So listen first and then circle the jobs at the same time. When you hear the job, just circle it, okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conversations. We're going to listen to them, okay? And then we're going to check. Let's start. Listen and circle the job. Number 1. When I finish school, I'm going to work in my father's restaurant for a year. I really like working in the kitchen, making delicious food for people. Then I'm going to go to college to train. Perhaps one day I'll have my own restaurant. Number 2. At school, my best subjects are English and Arabic. I'm also learning French. I'm going to try to get a job working on an aeroplane. I will show people to the seats and give them food and drink. Number 3. My best school subject is mathematics, but I also like geography. I really want to visit other countries. In the evenings, I often go to the airport and watch the planes. As I watch them, I think one day I'm going to fly one of those. Number 4. After school, I'm going to go to training college. My favorite subject is history. I just love it, and I want to tell other students about it later. I'm very patient, so I won't get angry if my students aren't interested in it at first. I'll just have to make my lessons more interesting. Number 5. My favorite subject at school is science, and I'll need it in the job I'm going to do. I've always liked animals. As he said, I've always liked animals, and I don't like seeing an animal sick or in pain. I want to help make it better. First, I have to go to university though. Number 6. At school, I'm quite good at Arabic and IT. You know, working with computers after school. I'm going to go to college and then get a job in an office, writing letters, answering the phone, talking to visitors, all those things. You can stop the video, check your answers, and then come back, check with me. Now let's check the answers. Which of the jobs do you think? Which of the jobs do you think we talked about? Let's put a circle on it, or a square, rectangle, up to you. So we have 6 conversations. Number 1, did we talk about businessman, reporter, or cook? Very good. It's a cook. Good. Number 2, a flight attendant, teacher, waiter. Very good. Flight attendant. Number 3, astronaut, flight attendant, pilot. So 3, very good, pilot. 4, a doctor, coach or teacher. Number 4, very good, teacher. 5, nurse, vet, farmer. Very good, vet. Number 6, secretary, businesswoman or zoologist. Very good, secretary. Very good. Let's move on to the next question. Question E. In question E, which jobs connect these words? Write the names of the jobs. So we have 3 words. Read them and tell me what is the job that connects them together. Let's start with the first one. You can stop the video, answer the questions, then come back and check with me. Number 1, newspaper, story, article. What do you think it is? Very good. Editor, maybe. Or a reporter. Good. Number 2, fire, danger, water. Very good. We have fire, fighter. Number 3, building, plan, draw. Very good. We can say engineer or architect. Very good. Number 4, letter, telephone, computer. Very good. Office manager. Good job. Number 5, lesson, board, class. Very good. Teacher. Good job. Number 6, plane, airport, fly. Good job. You can say a pilot or flight attendant. Good. Number 7, car, repair, workshop. Good job. Mechanic. And the last one, teeth, take care, and chair. Good job. Dentist. Very good. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.